So today I'm going to show you how to get full impact of colour on your client's hair. So I'm going to be using my model, my famous model. She was red, we've lightened her up, so she's a little bit lighter now. But I'm going to show you a great technique. So if your clients have come in and they want a big change but a full impact in one session, I'm going to show you how to do that. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be using my famous model, so let's bring her on. So, come on then, come over. She's being funny today. There she is. So, right. So let me just talk you through. So obviously, this side, obviously what she's first started with. So she was very warm, very red. So in one session, we lifted her up to this. So it's a lot lighter, and she had a root stretch and she had a bit of dimension put through. So we're going to be working on this side today, and this is going to show you like the full impact that you can get on one session. So this back section that I done in my previous tutorials, we spaced them out quite a fair bit because obviously I was saying if the client's hair is in not great condition, I showed you a great technique just to lift it up slowly, you know, in one session with the full impact. So you can see the difference to that one, to that one. So as you can see on this side, I've done this previously already. And what I've done baby lights all the way through, and then I've tipped out the ends. So this is going to give you a really good impact in colour in one session. So I'm going to demonstrate today. Obviously we're going to use this side, so it's a lot warmer, like loads of tones, red tones, orange tones. So I want to show you like the full impact that you can get in that one session. So if your client is like a light brown and she wants to go like lighter, so her aim is to go fairly blonde, you can achieve that in one session. So let's get started. So here she is. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to talk you through what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to section it from the top to the top of the ear, okay? Use my other clip that side, and then I clip the hair out of the way. So what I like to do, I like to work around the hairline, okay? It's so important to work on the hairline because when the client puts it back, it's just gotta, you know, go all the way through from the hairline to the back. So it's got to be seamless, okay? Oh, that's my dog. Doggies. Right, so just going to bring her in a little bit. So as you can see, a hairline goes here, here, and there. So it's a bit weird because obviously it's a doll's head. So I'm just going to follow the hairline as best as I can, okay? So what I like to do, I like to take my section, following the hairline. Nice fine sections, okay? So they're really fine, okay? So I take my section, and I like to ask my client to put the head to the side. That way I'm going to get full on tension on the hair, okay? And especially putting the foil right at the bottom because it can be a bit of a nightmare, it can slip out. So I'm just going to do tiny little weaves, okay? So this is baby lights. So really tiny weaves. And then I'm going to be using my Redken balayage board. And I'm using the Framer foils. And I'm using a pre-lightener, flash lift, 20 volts, okay? So the same as what I've done in my previous tutorials. Right, so what you want to do, you want to get the balayage board in on an angle, okay? It might be a bit tricky at first, but you can do it. So what I want to do, I don't want harsh highlights, I want seamless highlights, well, baby lights. So I'm just going to get the hair again because I've moved the doll's head. So I'm trying to get it in. And it needs to be like that, really. Okay. We'll get there. Right. That's a bit better. Right, so you want to get the balayage board on an angle, okay, so it's towards the client's face. So we're doing baby lights and I want them seamless. So I'm not going to paste straight from the root and down. I'm going to paste up, because when you paste up, you're going to get a seamless effect. So I've done this in my previous tutorial, and the effect you just see is seamless and it's just amazing. So I'm really going to concentrate on those warm areas. So I'm really heavily pushing my brush through the hair and onto the balayage board. Really work that product through the hair, okay? There we go. The first one can always be a bit tricky, okay? So just be careful that you don't move the foil too much. And then I like to place the foil on top. So this is going to stop any colour transfer, okay? And fold it up again. So that is your first foil, okay? I like to just give it a little bit of a bend as well, and that just makes it a bit secure, so it won't slip or anything. Right, so I'm now going to bring her in. I'm trying to get it on a... I know what I'll do. I've got my trolley at a weird angle, that's what it is. So if I bring my trolley in front, that's it. So I want to give you the best view and what I'm doing. That's better. Okay, there we go. Right, so I'm now going to go above my section. So I'm taking less than ½ inch. So I'm taking really, really thin sections. Because obviously in my other tutorial, I was spacing them out. So I'm taking really fine sections in this tutorial because I'm going to show you how you can get full impact of colour on one session. So you're doing your baby lights again, so really, really fine weaves, okay? You get your balayage board, get your foil, fold it over. If you've not used the balayage before, I recommend using it because I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know, you know, but it's really good and it's amazing. You can really, really work that product through onto the hair because the foil has got something to rest on as well. So you can really work that product through, especially on the warm spots and that. You can really push that product through. I know, like, before obviously like the balayage board come out, you use like obviously the palm of your hands, but this is so much easier, okay? And it's always good to try things different, things new. Oh. Right, so that is my second foil in. Okay, and then just bend it over. So we are aiming, so the hair, when the hair's all dry, it's gonna come onto the face. So it's gonna give a real impact of colour towards the face. Take down my next section. And we just do this till we get to the top of the head. So I'll put one more in for you. And then I'll just recap on what I've done. So remember, get the balayage board towards the face. And remember, swipe up. Swipe the product up. Swipe up towards the root. And this works so well as well. If the client's got a bit of regrowth and they are wanting that lived in effect, it is so good. So you work with the regrowth, or you could do a colour melt like I've done in my previous tutorial. But if the client's natural hair is like amazing, like colour for that lived in look, I won't do a you know, like a root extraction on it, because it's just more upkeep for that client to have done. So I try and make it as less, you know, for the client as possible. So, and it's a good thing as well, because obviously they do want to save a bit of money as well. They don't want to have like the root extraction out. They don't have to. But obviously if they want that lived in look and their roots aren't suitable, then obviously you have no choice. But yeah, if you've got that sort of like ashy look already, I think it's amazing to work with. So this is a real good technique to work with that root. So just be careful when you are doing the foils that you don't go down like that. You want to swipe up, because I keep saying this and I keep stressing it. It's because you want that seamless effect. You don't want that harsh highlight effect look. So I can't stress that enough, to make sure you work your product and you swipe up towards the root. Take down one more. So remember, nice clean sections, nice fine weaves, which are baby lights. Put your foil over the balayage board. Make sure you're aiming the balayage board towards the face, and swipe up. Okay, so just to recap, I'm doing baby lights around the front, and I'm working around the hairline, okay, and taking really, really fine sections. We're doing them quite close together because we want to get that full impact of colour. And then we are going to do the tip out. So I'm going to finish what I'm doing here. I'm going to work right up to the top, and then I'll be back to show you the second part of the colour on this side. So see you in a minute.